everybody and welcome to today's video. So, in today's video, we are on our Massey Ferguson 390T. Now what we're doing today is we're actually on our way to go get the chain arrows. So, we've got top link on, where are we? We've got them there. So I've put that on just, got the tractor out, and we're just going to where we keep the chain arrows, which is some buildings down the field. And hopefully we can get hooked up and maybe start doing a bit of chain harrowing today. So the weather today is, well, it's dry. It's rained a lot in the night, which wasn't actually forecast, so but that will come a bit of a surprise. But it's really windy. I mean, my phone says we're on 40-50 mile an hour winds, so that's quite, I weren't really expecting that. So I mean, it's quite cold really in the wind. That's why I'm got all my clobber on and like that, dressed up like this, even though it's actually spring. But it would actually be a lot warmer if it weren't for the wind. So anyway, we're nearly there now, so we'll open the shed doors. Hopefully we won't get blown away, and get the chain arrows on, all being well. Right, so we've got the shed doors open. Here are the chain arrows. So they just live in this shed with a tedder. Oh, I'm instantly seeing a problem. That's supposed to go up to that. Wonder if I can undo that. Get that back on there. It's not the end of the world, but still, it's better if it were hooked on. Should get the tractor on that quite easily. Need the linkage balls though to go on there, so we'll just get them. So I've got my balls. I'll just put them on now. one's breaking up. We're going to do this field first, and then the plan is maybe do it again because it had so much muck when it shouldn't have done really, but I think my brother got a bit carried away with the muck spreading. But this field there next door, that really wants to be done. Might do a bit of that today, depends. We'll see how we go on, but I need to just fall out these arrows now. So I've shut the back window because it's very noisy and very dusty, but I'll open it and you can see. So there it is breaking it off. Oh, you can see that. Also, it makes some pretty patches in the field. Shut that and you can hear me again, hopefully. So yeah, if you see a field that's covered in stripes, chances are it's been chain arrowed, or it could have been rolled. Well, this field had muck about not quite a month ago. Oh, but it were a month ago actually. Yeah, you're beginning. Yeah, before 4 weeks ago actually that this field was muck. So my brother spreaded this with the muck spreader with this tractor, and yeah, we're just trying to break it up a bit so it goes in. Right, so something I've just found. Electric fence post. So we did have an electric fence across that wall side last summer, so this is obviously got left behind from then. So what I'll just do is I'll just put this in the corner of the field, and then I'll know it's here and I can come back and fetch it because it wants a new top on that, so it's broken. Things you find when you chain arrowing. We're trying to break these lumps of muck up, but this is the end of the run and this is where it lumps it up. There's a stone there, that's never good, but it does lump it up at the end of the run. This is a slight issue it will cause, but the rest of the field it is breaking it up. There's another stone there. Well, it is breaking it up quite a bit. Do. It's just at the end, at the headlands, you're going to end up with big lumps, which I'll have to probably go over a couple of times just to break it up a bit. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But that's the patterns that appear. So you have a dark green, a light green, a dark green, a light green. So that's how it goes when they cross the field. So if I've done the field, it'll all be a pretty pattern. But it's breaking it up quite nicely. It's just the piles on the headland that'll be the problem. Right, so I just thought I'd stop again and show you what we're trying to achieve, and it's breaking these lumps of muck up like this. So that side of the field hasn't been done yet, so we'll just have a look at this side. So there's all this muck here, it's gone different colours, it's sat on the ground, it's gone dry on top, so we're trying to break it up. I mean, here isn't too bad, to be honest with you. But there's some places where the muck was really thick and stuck to the ground. Like a lump of that, just try and breaking that up, that's what the chain arrows are trying to achieve. And if there's any dead grass in the bottom, it'll rip that out. But this is fairly good grass, there's not much dead grass in the bottom. This field did have sheep on for the winter, so the sheep would have eaten any dead grass that were in the bottom. No, it's very clean in this field. But so the chain arrows haven't really got to tackle anything much apart from the muck. but it does have the tendency of rolling it up like that, which is a bit annoying. But hey ho, we'll see. Well, it's doing some good. We might come back in a few days and chain arrow this whole field again if it's too bad. It's just this sort of muck, it just wants breaking down a bit. That's what we're trying to achieve. That bit's quite bad there. The rest of the field is not too bad. It's just ripping the muck out of the bottom. There's all this muck's hiding at the bottom. The grass is pushing up through it, and it's like it's not there. So what we're trying to do is chain arrows are ripping it up out the bottom of the grass, and bringing it to the surface to try and break it up a bit. But we'll see. We'll get the rest of this field done. We might do a bit of another field if we've got time, but we'll see. So I'll have to chain arrow the headlands a bit to just try and break them lumps up. So yeah, we'll see how we go on. I did bring my drone with me, so my idea was I could fly the drone up and you'd be able to see me work across the field. But with it being so windy, just not worked out that way. We don't want to crash the drone. So yeah, but turn that down a bit. But I'm going to be chain arrowing for a few days. I'm going to have 2 or 3 days at this at least. So there's every chance, you know, tomorrow's another day. We've got a chance of chucking the drone up tomorrow and you'll be able to see me chain arrowing a bit. But for now, you've just got footage of me just setting my camera up and videoing the tractor that way. We're doing it the old-fashioned way. But anyway, we'll crack on because I'd like to do this field and maybe do part of another field as well. So yeah, we'll crack on. Right, so we're just in a field that's had slurry now. So we're in a different field. The field I did before is just over there. That adds box muck, and that's why the muck were wanted really arrowing hard. That's why I might go back in a couple of days and arrow that field again. But it's actually arrowing this a lot better. So it's ripping this muck up and turning it, well, trying to rip it up best it can. Like, this is a bit that's done. And over here will be like, all this has been ripped out the bottom, so this is stuck to the grass, to the field, and the grass won't grow underneath it. So there's a bit that hasn't been done. So it wants ripping, the chain arrows are ripping this up and clearing it so the grass underneath will grow. You know, it's not been smothered and suffocated with muck, which is what it's doing here. It's breaking it up, it's ripping it off like this. It's doing a proper good job of it. But over here, there's a patch where we took the splash plate off the back of the tanker because it got blocked. And you'll see, look, that's all been stuck there. And the grass has actually died off underneath. The problem now is he's pulled it off. But it'll come back. The grass here is going to be a bit behind the rest of the field, just because it's been drowned in mud. And it can't be helped because, you know, splash plate blocks, you have to take it off and clear it, but that's just what happens. It's gone yellow because the grass has died underneath. Well, it can't photosynthesize, so it can't get any sunlight, and it's just been, well, drowned. It's got no oxygen's got to the bottom of it, but it'll come back now. We've ripped that off. It'll have really done it some good ripping it off, but this whole field really wants doing. So as you can see by my hoodie flapping about, it is really windy. So, but I'm going back now it's dinner, so I'll leave the rest of this field now until tomorrow, because it's actually a Sunday today. It's actually Mothering Sunday as well, but I'm going to leave coming back now until tomorrow, and hopefully I'll do the rest of this field, get 2 up, and there's 3 more fields over there, so what's that, 6 fields? Got 6 fields to do, but yeah, we'll do them hopefully tomorrow, and hopefully it won't be as windy, and we can shoot the drone up and be able to see the pretty patterns that I made. But anyway, if I end the video here, give it a thumbs up, subscribe below, and you'll see the drone footage and everything else in the next one. If not, you'll see me tomorrow.